Today, I'm going to show you dividend stocks that you can invest in to get paid every single month. One thing I love about dividend income is that it is passive income. I don't have to work actively for it. That means I can be having fun, going about my daily activities, or even sleeping, and my money will be working hard for me, and at the end of the month or when it is time for payment, I will still get paid. So if you're looking to create a steady stream of income, then stay till the end of this video because I'll be showing you everything you need to know. We are going to be looking at 3 key areas. The first thing is understanding what dividends are and how we come about dividends. This is very important for beginners. The second one is what to look out for and the mistakes to avoid when picking the shares to invest in. And the third one is the actual shares you are going to invest in to get paid every month of the year. Now, what is dividend and how do we come about them? At the end of a financial year, a company can do all their financial records and bring out an amount that is called a net profit. Now, the company can decide to take part of that net profit and share to their shareholders in proportion to the amount of shares they bought with the company. It's important to know that not all companies pay dividends. Some companies decide to take all their profits and reinvest into the company in order to grow the business. These companies are called growth companies, while other companies decide to take part of their profits and pay their shareholders. These companies are known as dividend paying companies. What are the things to look out for when you're choosing the shares to buy? First thing is to understand the business. What does the company do? How does the company actually make their money? Because a company needs to make money in order to be able to pay you part of the profit they make. So it's important for you to actually understand where this money comes in from so that you can judge if it can be sustainable or if it's something that is already feeding out. It's also important for you to assess the company's industry and their position in their industry. That means, are they one of the top guys or are they those struggling in the industry? This is very important to note. You can also assess their financial health by checking their financial statements, their cash flow, looking at what their revenue growth has been over the past few years, their debt level, and the kind of profit margins they have. You can even go a bit technical by looking at their PE ratio, that is their price earnings ratio, their dividend yield over the years. You can also look into their management team, who is at the helm of affairs, because believe it or not, whoever is in charge has a very big relationship with how the company performs in the stock market. Another thing you can look out for is the growth potential of the company, okay? Are they innovating? Are they expanding? Are they taking advantage of current technological advancements in their industry? How are they competing with other companies in that industry? How are they differentiating themselves from other companies in the industry? Then one thing I love to look out for is their dividend history. How have they been paying their dividends? Are they consistent? Are they increasing it over the years? Very, very important. We have companies that we call dividend kings. That means for the past 50 years, they have been consistently increasing their dividends over time. At the end of this video, I'm going to be listing some of those dividend kings for you to choose from. Some of the mistakes that you need to avoid when choosing the dividend shares to invest in are: 1. Chasing high dividend yields. High dividend yields may signify a drop in share price. It will also show that there might be some underlying problems, and it can also show that that dividend level may not be sustainable. Another mistake to avoid is not diversifying. Putting all your eggs in one basket, one company, or in the same industry. It's always good to spread your investments across different industries. Another mistake to avoid is ignoring dividend history. Go for companies that are stable and consistent. Avoid companies that have a history of suspending or cutting their dividends. Instead, go for companies that have a history of paying consistently and also increasing their dividends over the years. Another mistake to avoid is not reinvesting your dividends. It's always good to use your dividend to buy more shares and enjoy the massive power of compounding interest, where your dividends, that's your income, makes more income for you. There are other factors to consider and other mistakes to avoid when choosing the shares to invest in, but in order not to make this video too long, let's dive right into the shares that you can invest in to get paid every month. To earn dividend in January, the company we're going to be looking at is Pepsi. Now, Pepsi is a dividend king. That means that Pepsi has consistently increased their dividend payouts every year for over 50 years. That means that even in the face of economic downtime, recession, and the pandemic, Pepsi was still increasing their dividends. Pepsi has also seen a growth in their share price. In 2018, Pepsi was being sold at an average of about $92 per share, but now in 2024, Pepsi is selling at an average of $168 per share. Pepsi pays out dividends 4 times a year. They pay in January, they pay in March, though this year they paid in April. They pay in June and they pay in September. 4 times every single year. For February, the company we're going to be looking at is Apple. Apple needs no introduction. Apple is not a dividend king. Their dividends are quite on the low side, but they have seen high growth over the years. In 2018, an Apple share was being sold at $40 per share, but now in 2024, Apple sells at an average of $191 per share. Apple pays their dividends every February, May, August, and November. That means that when you buy Apple shares, you stand to earn dividends 4 times a year: February, May, August, and November. The next company we're going to be looking at is a dividend king, and that is Johnson & Johnson. They have been dividend kings for over 60 years. That means that they have been consistently increasing their dividend payouts for the past 60 years. Their price has also grown over the past 20-30 years consistently. Now, in case if you don't know Johnson & Johnson, some of their products include baby products, Listerine mouthwash, skincare like Aveeno. A lot of us have probably used 1 or 2 of their products over the years. Johnson & Johnson pays dividend 3 times a year. They pay in March, in June, and in September. The next company we're going to be looking at is Best Buy. Best Buy are dealers in electronics. They sell TV, AirPods, smartwatches, laptops, speakers, you name it. They pay dividend 4 times in a year. They pay in January, in April, in July, and in October, and they have also seen some growth in their share price. In 2018, their share was selling at $58 per share average, and this year, 2024, they are selling at an average of $78. If you are a sweet tooth, then you probably love the next company that I'll be mentioning, and that is McDonald's. McDonald's are known for their fast food, burgers, and fries. They pay dividend 4 times a year: in March, in June, in September, and in December. Their share price has also seen some significant growth. In 2018, it was selling at an average of $149, and this year, 2024, they are selling at an average of $273 per share. The good news is that you don't have to invest in 12 companies in order to earn dividend 12 times in a year. With just these 5 companies I mentioned, you can get paid dividends every month of the year. In fact, some months, you can get paid twice. Now, let's look at it month on month, starting from January. In January, you will get paid by Pepsi and Best Buy. In February, you will get paid by Apple. In March, you get paid by Johnson & Johnson and McDonald's. In April, you get paid by Pepsi and Best Buy. In May, you will get paid by Apple. In June, you will get paid by Pepsi and Johnson & Johnson and also McDonald's. In July, you will get paid by Best Buy. In August, you will get paid by Apple. In September, you get paid by Pepsi, Johnson & Johnson, and McDonald's. In October, you get paid by Best Buy. In November, you get paid by Apple. And in December, you get paid by McDonald's. Amazing. Remember that this is not investment advice, and I will advise you to do your own research when choosing the companies to invest in. However, if you want me to work personally with you, hold your hand, walk through your income, how you can increase your income, how you can save better, and the exact companies to invest in order to align with your goals, then feel free to book a one-on-one session with me. I'm going to put the link for you to do that in the description box of this video. Please note that I can only work with a few people in a month, so it's going to be purely on first come, first served. In this channel, we're not just here to make some money and pay bills. No, we are here to create generational wealth, the kind of wealth that is going to outlive us, outlive our children, and meet our children's children. So if you're yet to join this growing community, what are you waiting for? Quickly subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell notification so that whenever I post a video, you will be the first to know. Let me know in the comment section which of these shares you'll be going for. Remember that you can buy these shares using Optimus or Bamboo. The links to register for any of these is going to be in the description box below. Let me know if you want me to make a video on how you can use these apps to buy these shares. In my coming videos, I'm going to be discussing ETFs and how you can make money every month with ETFs. I will also show you why I think ETFs might be a better option for you over the individual stocks that we mentioned in this video. So make sure you subscribe and turn on your bell notification so that you don't miss out when I post that video. So till I see you, keep dreaming big and keep working hard towards your dreams. Bye for now.